9s and Year 10s, I'm going to show you now how to complete your environmental design final presentation using our John Paul College title block. The first thing you need to do is go to Files under Teams and download Year 9 Environmental Final Template or Year 10 Environmental Final Template. Make sure you download this and don't just open it up in SharePoint. It's always beneficial to save your downloaded files to the subject folders on OneDrive. Once you've done that, open Illustrator and go File, Open, and open your template up. Now Year 9s, your template is A3, and Year 10s, you actually have an A2 template which we'll be printing out on the giant format printer that we have in the Argy Centre, which is exciting. Okay, so this has our title block down the bottom. It has some labels for your elevations, and it's got a spot here to put your building name and some information about its features. Now this is looking very, very plain, and what I would expect you guys to do, as this is a final presentation, is to adjust all of this stuff and change the fonts, change the arrangements, and all of that kind of thing. I've just put these things in here to remind you of what is required, just the basics. Now I want you to go to the internet. Pinterest works really well, and type in architectural presentation board. As you can see, I have here on Pinterest some architectural presentation boards that I collect, and they're all beautifully designed, they're all unique, and they don't just have the house on it, they have other graphic elements as well. So I want you to choose one that you think is attractive. So you can see this one here has this diagonal line through the middle, and the building perspective drawing of the building has been cut into that, cropped into that diagonal shape. This one here uses curved lines to draw the eye. I want you to choose one that you really like the look of. I really like this one by an architect who designed a cubby house called The Hive. I want you to copy that into Illustrator. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the layout of this and see if we can copy some of these things and make it our own. There is actually a panel of dark grey colour down at the bottom. So to copy that, I could just use the shape tool to draw. Move that over there. Rectangle shape. We need to get the core structure happening. I can eyedrop that dark grey colour. And I can bring this information to the front, which I could then make white. Obviously, I'm going to spend a lot more time making that look good. There's some other things that I would do at this point. Now, I want you to go View, Rulers, and make sure you have Show Rulers on. Because what we can do now is drag guides in. These are guides in from the edge. So you also need to have guides, show guides. Drag them in, and I want you to drag in a guide that is 1 centimetre from the edge, 1 centimetre from the base. So we call this a page layout grid when we're actually putting the underlying grid. These guides won't actually print. I'm putting another guide here. So as you can see, these views are lined up. I might view up my lines here. I'm going to put in another guide just here. Another one across the base. I might put in some more images in here, maybe a floor plan. Okay, so you can move all of this out of the way for the moment. Make all that white for the moment. All right, now we need to go to SketchUp and get our exported PNG files. Okay, in previous videos, I showed you how to export the images that you need for this project from SketchUp. Now you need to place them into your file. Go File, Place, and place in the different images. They'll come in really big. So what you will need to do is crop them to the size that you're after. Try and crop out the logo up here and any edges that look a bit strange because you didn't quite finish the graphic properly in the background. Actually go down a bit there. So don't be afraid to crop right in. Now I'm actually going to put this image, I'm going to make this a little small image for now. I'm going to try putting that just up there. And I'm going to get my next one. Now, this is the one that I want to be my hero image. So this is actually going to go right into the main spot for the main graphic. So try not to distort your image if possible. Now you want images that show your building in its best light. So all right, so now I have one image looking down, one looking from the side. I want you to come up with something unique for your design. Don't be afraid to crop right in if there's features that you really want to show. So we'll go crop right in. We want this to look really nice on the page. Okay. Now I might actually change that background colour to a lighter grey. Oh, maybe brown. We'll see. All right, now I'm going to place in my elevations. And these will all need to be cropped. With the elevations, it's really important that you actually scale them all down at once so they are all the same size. Don't just scale them individually. What you're going to want to do is crop them all. And then actually select them all at once to scale them all down, and that way they stay the same size. See how I've selected them all, Scale them all down together. Okay, now I have to make these look good on this page somehow. I might actually put them all down at the bottom. Change my design a little bit as I go. Now the labels, north, south, east and west, do need to be on there. You can go back and check your SketchUp model just to make sure Now you can come up with your own arrangement. Please don't just copy mine. I'm going to make sure everything, even though they don't have to be set up like an orthogonal drawing, make sure everything is nicely arranged and lined up. Have the elements in place, you need to think about the actual graphic design of the page. Main thing is the heading, so give your house a name. I've called mine Nature's Refuge. I want you to really think about how you're going to lay this out. You can change the typeface to anything that looks appropriate and would suit your style of house. You can make a little logo for it if you want to. Spend a bit of time making it look good. I don't mind if you actually wanted to go to the internet and get anything you like for making the graphics look really good. And you will need to type up the building features. If you wanted to, you could put your floor plan in here. Now, if you are at Year 10 level, I do expect to see some dimensioning on your final presentation. Once you've finished everything and it looks amazing, put your name under student name in capital letters. So delete student name and write your name there. Then I want you to actually save this as a PDF. Now a PDF will embed all of the images, and once you've done that, upload that PDF to Simon rather than the Illustrator AI file. See how it says AI? So go File, Save As, and change it to a PDF, because you have a lot of images from the internet that may actually not appear when I go to upload it on my computer. So if you could upload it as a PDF, that would be really helpful. Thank you.